And welcome back to UMass Sports Insider. We've got so much more in store for you here as we visit with the UMass men's basketball head coach, Matt McCall. And Coach, thanks for taking the time today.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
We're through the non-conference schedule here. Your team's at 7-6. I was curious sort of how you've been able to assess the overall performance so far.
Well, I think it's been a little bit up and down. And, I think for me and our staff, I think that was a little bit to be expected just with so many new pieces. And when you go into a season and you have your own individual expectations as a player of, maybe I was a transfer or maybe I was a freshman. We got a lot more guys than we did last year. So this is going to be easy. And that's not the case. You have to pay the price every single night and to earn the right to win. And we've had some ups, we've had some downs. We had a terrific win on the road at Providence for our basketball team, which was really, really good. And, so we've got to continue to learn and grow. We've injected another player into the team just before our Georgia game. And trying to tinker with our defense a little bit right now just because that's been the area that we've struggled in. We're number one in the Atlantic 10 in scoring. We're in the top half of the country in offensive efficiency and assists, but we've got to get better defensively. And I think if you look at the last 10 years of the Atlantic 10, the team that hoisted that regular season championship did not lead the league in scoring. So we've got to learn that we're going to win and win with our defense. And on the offensive end of the floor, continue to take care of the basketball and find each other. Because I think we've shown at times this year there's some firepower out there, and we've got to use it.
You mentioned DeJury Baptiste. He's the most recent member to the team that you just referenced down in the Georgia game. I want to talk about some of the guys that you had with you last year but couldn't play, some of the transfers. Keon Clergeot has made an impact on this team. There's no doubt about it. What does he bring to the table for you guys?
He brings an unbelievable amount of energy. He brings a toughness to our basketball team. I've known Keon for a long time, even going back to my days as an assistant coach at the University of Florida. And he always played the game with such ferociousness. And it was one of the things that drew me to him when he was in high school. And then when he made the decision to leave Memphis, I knew he would be a guy that culturally we'd want to help turn this program around just because of how hard he plays, how ferocious of a competitor he is, and really lays it on the line every time he laces them up.
One of the other transfers there is Jonathan Laurent, who might surprise people with his ability to shoot the three-point shot. Is that something that he's always had, or is that something that he's been working on recently?
Well, I think that we take a tremendous amount of pride in this program and development. And, when Jonathan was at Rutgers, I think his freshman year, he took 25 threes and he's made 6. On the year right now, I think he's already taken 36 and he's shooting 52%. He's a guy that works extremely hard. He's always in the gym after practice getting extra reps up. But that spot that he's playing for us is so valuable on both ends of the floor. And when you can put a guy out there like that can stretch defenses, I think you make yourself even more difficult to guard.
Of course, fans know the returning players this year. Lawan Pipkins leading the way. He's done so offensively. But you and I have talked before each and every game about his ability to lead this team defensively as well.
Listen, Lawan wants to win, and he understands that, leading the league in scoring for another year, that's not important to him. What's important to him is this team winning. And it starts for him on the defensive end of the floor, and he brings that tenacity every single night and every single day in practice. And, we'll rely a lot on him. The thing to me that impresses me the most with him right now is he's leading the Atlantic 10 in assists, and I think he's third in scoring. That's impressive. But again, the offensive end hasn't been the issues for us. We got to get it corrected on the defensive end. And just going into the league, it's been a while since we've played a complete game. I would say Southern Illinois was probably the most complete game we've played, where we've put 2 halves of basketball together. We got to put 2 halves of basketball together every single night as we enter this good league.
Quickly, in a word or two, what's the identity of this team heading into conference play?
Well, I think that our identity is we want to be extremely tough. We want to be disciplined defensively, and we want to play with an enormous amount of passion. When our team's been able to do that this year and get joy out of seeing each other have success, we could be really, really good. It's a new season right now. The score is 0-0. It's a one-game championship every single night, and we've got to approach it like that every single night in this league.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. All right, more to come here on the UMass Sports Insider. Up next, we've got the women's basketball head coach, Tori Verdi. Keep it right here.